So you used to teach teenagers writing, correct? You have a master's in fine arts,
Yes.
writing. That's amazing. You went from teaching teenagers to find their voice to now helping wellness practitioners do the same. So what's
Yeah.
the connection between those two and what would surprise people to learn about that?
So they're actually way more similar than you would think. Teenagers and doctors. I know that's like not two things you would ever really put together, but I feel like everyone as a human, when you're thinking about communication, they have the same basic fears and the same desires, right? So there a lot of times with, in high school, it's like, am I being too much? Am I not enough? There's a lot of these questions of like, am I doing the right thing? Do people accept me? If you think about high school, a lot of times you're worried about belonging and you're worried about fitting in and everything like that. So people are a little bit afraid to be bold in their communication. It's more about like, what's everyone else saying? Let me blend in, let me like
Right.
post like everyone else is making posts on social media. I don't want to say something that's too disruptive because I'm afraid of, getting shunned by my, peers. And I think a lot of practitioners struggle with that too, especially if they're speaking against conventional medicine, where it's like, I don't wanna say too much, even though I know, like, these are my beliefs, and I know there's a better way besides conventional, and I'm really interested in this, like, root cause medicine or functional medicine, but I don't wanna say too much and have people be polarized by it. So I think, like, with both groups, it's really about standing firm in who you are and you're grounded in your own beliefs and knowing that it's okay if people don't like you. That's the biggest thing that I would say to both groups is you don't have to be liked by everyone, but the more clear you are in who you are and like your own voice and what you believe in, you're going to magnetize and attract your people, whether that's friends if you're in high school, whether that's patients if you're a practitioner. You're going to call in your perfect group, but if you're too general, you won't. You're just going to have, general friends and patients that have, they're not fully aligned with who you are. So I feel like you're always rewarded for being yourself and being true to like your own core beliefs and communicating those well. But the problem that people have to, I guess, get over in a way is that you're going to have people drop off too. And you're going to have to be okay with you're not a great fit for every patient. That's fine. You don't want to be. Like you want to have your perfect avatar and your perfect client that you know that you can help. And it's the same with friendships. Like you don't want to try to be fake friends with people that don't necessarily align with you. It's okay if you're bold in your communication. And so I think it's been fun for me to kind of uncover what people are saying and what I think they want to say under the surface, kind of in both cases. So we do a lot of exploratory work of like, who are you? Like with practitioners now, I have my practitioner archetype, which actually really helps them determine their core fears and their motivations and their values. And from there, we can kind of build a voice around like who they are as a human. And it's the same with students. They're honestly very, very similar. And a lot of it is just the experience of being a human and having this core desire to not wanna stand out too much or to, like, wanna be accepted and wanna be cherished, and I think something that I've learned recently is I'm okay just being that magnetic to my people, and it's okay if it's not a good fit. In
Hmm.
marketing, I'm not gonna be a good fit for everyone. There might be people that want to do heavy direct sales and really push, like, the urgency and the supplements and sale only, and I'm a lot more education and value driven and, like, let's get them to trust us first, and then the sales will come. I think in any vocation or any situation, it's just who are you and understanding who you are at your core, and then understanding who do you want in your circle, whether that's friends, patients, or whoever.